Good afternoon, everybody. How are you guys doing? Hope you're all having a fantastic week so far. Hope you're all having a good day, and I hope you're all having an amazing Wednesday afternoon also. We are back today with our EA Sports F125 Max Verstappen driver career season 2 with McLaren. It's on 90 AI difficulty now on F125. We've jumped up a massive 40 gap level on the AI difficulty now. So we drive on 90 AI difficulty now on F125. Please drop me a follow. Please smash that like button. Would really appreciate it. We've got the Canadian Grand Prix for you guys today. And I think we've got the Austrian Grand Prix for you guys also today. And then I think we've got Austria reverse on this live stream on TikTok today. So hopefully we're going to have 2 full Grand Prix for you guys today on this TikTok live stream. Obviously, we are leading the Drivers' Championship with Max Verstappen. We are no longer at Red Bull Racing because I didn't want to be carrying Yuki Tsunoda all my life. So we are a new team for Season 2. We're at McLaren. Our teammate is Lando Norris. We're leading the Constructors' Championship and we are currently leading the Drivers' Championship as well. So even though it's on 90 AI difficulty, we are still leading the Drivers' Championship and we're still leading the Constructors. So there's not been much change of defending the championship and defending the constructors either. So even though we've upped the difficulty, the game still seems pretty easy, to be honest with you. So yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is with F125. Hopefully the DLC will be out very soon as well. Would love to start playing that. We've got 3 careers lined up for the F125 DLC. We're going to be doing a Sergio Perez driver career. We're going to be doing an Arvid Lindblad driver career. And we're also going to be doing an Isaac Hadjar driver career once the F125 DLC is released. Obviously, the rumoured release date is around the 29th of April. I don't know how much the DLC is going to cost, by the way. If you've got an EA subscription with EA, then I think you're more likely to get it for free. But I can guarantee you probably won't be getting it for free because EA will want to make a shitload of money out of it. So, really looking forward to playing the DLC once it gets released. Once it does get released, we're probably going to abandon these driver careers. We're probably going to abandon them because, to be honest with you, there's going to be pretty much no point playing them because the 2026 season will be out on F125 because they're not doing an F126 game. So once the DLC is released, we're probably going to abandon these driver careers and get started on the DLC. But I'm going to try and get as further as possible with each driver on these driver careers that I'm currently doing. Because obviously I really want to start playing the DLC. And I really want to, get into the new game. Obviously, you are getting a new game if you think about it. Even though there's not going to be an F126 game, theoretically, you are getting a new game. You are getting a new game because it's the 2026 season regulations. So F125 is basically going to be F126. So yeah, you are basically getting a new game. And as you can see, look at the vehicle performance of McLaren. Look at the vehicle performance with McLaren. And that's thanks to the resource points in your top right hand corner. We saved up all our resource points from Season 1 when we was at Red Bull because I had no intention in carrying Yuki Tsunoda on my back for another season. So I saved up all my resource points and look at the vehicle of McLaren now. Look at the state of the McLaren car at the moment. We are top of the vehicle performance. We are top of the vehicle performance. Why are you not playing F126? Because they're not doing an F126. Is that a quarter zip or full zip? This is actually a quarter zip jacket. I got this off the F1 shop on Google. So if you type in F1 shop on Google, I got this on the F1 shop. It's not cheap, by the way. This F1 merchandise isn't cheap. All the refill videos are on my TikTok channel right now. So if you want to go and check them out, you can. I've got the quarter zip here, which I'm wearing. And also I've got the Red Bull t-shirt with exactly the same as this underneath. So I've got all my Red Bull merchandise on today. But it's on the F1 shop itself. So if you want to go and check out those reveals, they're on my TikTok channels right now of the 5 pieces of brand new F1 merchandise I got on for F1 this season. Yeah, I got it off Castoria on sale for like 25 quid. That's actually quite good, by the way. That is actually quite good. And massive shout to Thomas in the live chat. He's actually got it off Castoria. And if you do want F1 merchandise, I would say go and get it where Thomas got it. If you want F1 merchandise, go to Castoria. If you type Castoria into Google, go and check out their website. They do McLaren merchandise, they do Red Bull merchandise, and I think they do Alpine. So if you want really good merchandise and you want a really good price and a really, really good sale, then my best advice would be go and check out Castoria because they're very, very cheap. And plus they do some very, very good motorsport sales. So I would agree with Thomas. Go and check that out in the live chat. Chippy Chips says, "Oh, Max Verstappen." Da, 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 da. Exactly. So if you want F1 merchandise, basically go and check out Castoria. If you want cheap sales, and plus this was in the sale, by the way. I actually got it off the F1 shop itself. So massive shout out to Thomas in the live chat for obviously helping everybody to go and get merchandise at a cheaper price, which is always good. And plus you got it for 25 quid, which again is very, very cheap because it is official merchandise. It is a first official merchandise, so it's authentic, it's real, it's not fake. And yeah, I would recommend Castoria, and I would recommend the F1 shop as well. What really annoyed me though, Ferrari have gone and released a brand new t-shirt for the Chinese Grand Prix on Sunday, and it looks really, really nice, but it's like 95 quid on the F1 official shop. And it's like, I do like the t-shirt, but it's like 95 quid. I know they've got to make money, and that's the whole aspect of Formula One. They do have to make money to make a profit, to bring money into the team and in F1 itself. But it's like 95 quid for their brand new Chinese Grand Prix t-shirt. And it's like, I really, really do like it. I like the color combinations with the light purple and the blue with the red. But it's like 95 quid on the actual F1 shop, which is really, really annoying because I really, really do like it and I want to get hold of it at some point. But there's no way I'm going to be paying like 95 quid for a t-shirt because that is astronomically expensive. I know it's Ferrari and they've got to make a profit and they've got to make money, but it's like, at the end of the day, are you really going to go pay 95 quid for a t-shirt where it's like, it's probably going to get worn out in the next 2 or 3 years and then you're going to have to replace it? And I think this is the problem with clothes now. If you get clothes and they're brand new, you notice over time that they start to wear and those t-shirts and jumpers and jackets start to get really bitty on the outside of the t-shirt. So I would basically try and look after your clothing as much as possible, but the problem is you get 2-3 years down the road and then that clothing then has to be replaced, so then you've got to find more money just to replace that bit of clothing that you need to replace. So don't get me wrong, I really want the t-shirt, but it's like 95 quid just for that t-shirt alone. And I'm not starting very high on this race. I'm currently P7 with Max Verstappen as well. I'm with McLaren for Season 2. I jumped ship from Red Bull at the end of Season 1. So that's the problem. I like the t-shirt and I really, really do want it. But it's like 95 quid. Like, I don't know where else you can actually get it. Because if you go on the Ferrari official website, you're going to get charged the absolute earth just for that one t-shirt. And it wouldn't surprise me if there's an extra 30-40 quid on top of the original £95 price tag. So don't get me wrong, I want the t-shirt and I will get it at some point. But there's no way I'm going to be spending 95 quid on a t-shirt where in 2-3 years time the t-shirt's going to be like completely worn out. So that's the problem I have with F1 merchandise. Like, that's the problem I've got with it. It's just too bloody expensive now. It's too bloody expensive.
That is fast and flowing.
Please drop me a follow if you're watching. Please smash that like button. Would really appreciate it. This is our Max Verstappen driver career Season 2 with McLaren. But yeah, like, that's the problem I've got with clothing now. It's love your streams, bro. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, like halfway through at the end of the season, they just want them gone. They do sell out. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I completely agree with Thomas there. I wouldn't necessarily go and buy these t-shirts or jumpers or jackets straight away. I wouldn't go and buy them like at their full price tag. I would get till the end of the season where these prices of these merchandise start dropping dramatically. Because they do have a lot of overloaded stock on the stock market, so they will need to get rid of the stock at some point. So I would say don't necessarily go and start spending that money like straight away. I personally, what I would do, I would wait till the end of the season so you get a better price tag. I would wait till the end of the season. I wouldn't bother going spending 95 quid on a t-shirt like straight away. I would wait till the end of the season and then try and get a discount. That is what I would do. Because I think personally at the moment F1's getting very, very expensive now merchandise-wise. I think it's getting very, very expensive. I know they've got to make money. I know they've got to make profit. But at the end of the day, like charging 95 quid for a t-shirt when it gets first released is astronomically expensive. So I would wait till like near the end of the current F1 season to get it. But the problem is because they're so popular, they start running out of stock, and when you want it, they don't necessarily have your size or have it in stock what you want. So that's the problem with F1 now. Like, they release some really good clothing where you don't necessarily want to go spend any money, and then it's like, well, I really want that t-shirt. That's the problem I find with F1 merchandise. It just gets way too expensive now. So again, like, I agree with what Thomas said. Go and check out the store, and I would go and check out the F1 shop. Well, if F1 is rich man sports, so it makes no sense. I think personally though, mate, like, I think F1 merchandise is way too expensive. Like, I think F1 merchandise is way too expensive. I think if you're going to charge 95 quid for a t-shirt, I think, in my opinion and in my view, I think it's too expensive. I think, you know, you shouldn't be charging more than 30, 40 quid a t-shirt. Like, I think charging nearly 95 quid to £100 full price tag for a bit of clothing is stupid. But at the end of the day, like, I wait for the sales now. I wait for the sales to come into play before I go and buy my F1 merchandise. I do apologise about the lag, by the way. It does seem to be lagging a little bit, so I do apologise about the lag. It does seem to be lagging just a tiny little bit, but it's not necessarily anything I can do about it at the moment. Yeah, I think F1's getting too expensive. I think, in my opinion, F1's getting too expensive. I know the aspect is they've got to make money, they've got to make sales because the team needs the money. F1 needs the sales coming through as well. But I just think, in my opinion, and in my view, it's just too expensive. But that's just me. That's just me. Not really. You're buying the brand, aren't you? Ferrari is a big brand. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, that is very understandable. You've got big brands like Ferrari and Red Bull, Mercedes, Aston Martin, Alpine. I get what you're saying. Like, they are big, massive brands. Yeah, but you're absolutely right. They are very, very big brands, and obviously they've got to make money. And, you know, they've got to make sales that, you know, that people that work for Aston Martin are, you know, getting paid, and the merchandise and the sales goes through on the profits of the team, what they need to make, and the sales and the targets that they do need to hit. Like, I completely agree. Like, that is the aspect of F1. They are there to make money and stuff like that. But I just think, in my opinion, it is a little bit expensive. And I think, in my opinion, that I think F1 needs to be a little bit cheaper, so you can get more for what people are trying to pay for. Because if you're spending 95 quid on a t-shirt, I think that's just really, really too expensive, in my opinion. But I get what you're saying, though. You're buying into the brand of Formula One. You are buying into the brand of the manufacturer and the team that you support. Because obviously, my three favourite teams are McLaren, Ferrari, and Red Bull. So I've got, like, the new Ferrari merchandise, and I've got obviously this Red Bull jacket that was a half zip layer in the sale, because obviously full price it's like nearly 110, so I got this in the sale, thank God, so I didn't have to pay full price for it. So yeah, I get what you're saying. You're buying into the brand, you're buying into the team, because obviously F1 is continuing to grow quite rapidly. F1 is growing bigger and better for everybody, which I do really, really like. Like, I think, you know, for Formula One, it seems to get bigger and better for the sport. And I think, obviously, You know, you've got plenty of women, you've got plenty of men, boys, girls that are getting into Formula 1 as well. I think F1's going to continue to get bigger and better into the future. So, yeah, I can see what you guys are saying, though. Like, I can see what you guys are saying. You're buying into the brand, you're buying into the team. But, again, that's because F1's getting so popular now. So, yeah, I can see what you guys are saying. You're buying into the brand, the team, and especially if you want that bit of merchandise, you then go and buy it. But I just think you could get more for your money. Like, you could possibly get, you know, 2 T-shirts for 95 quid instead of spending a full £95 on just one T-shirt. So that's how I see it. I think F1 needs to be a bit more respectable to the consumer and the customer. And I think, you know, you could possibly get a lot more money and a lot more merchandise
gap to the car ahead, 2.5 seconds.
For what you're trying to buy into. So that's the thing I would say about it. That's the thing I would say. But we're here at Canada for the Canadian Grand Prix. We started P7, so it wasn't our best qualifying with Max Verstappen by a very, very long shot. It was our worst qualifying of the season for Season 2. We started P7, but we are up to P3. We're on 90 AI difficulty now on F1 because that means a lot more over racing, a lot more overtaking, and that's what you guys wanted. So I've listened to what you guys want in live chat, and
just focus on the driving.
I'm delivering that type of content.
Weather's changing now. You might want to review our strategy.
On an easy AI, winning every race. Confirm change. Confirm change.
Copy that.
Well, so I think we're boxing at the end of this lap because obviously the rain is starting to stop. So I think we are boxing at the end of this lap. I think we're boxing. Yeah, we're double stacking. McLaren are double stacking, everybody. Right, so we're double stacking. We're probably going on to the hard compound tyres till the end of the race, probably. And the problem is, look at the queue. Look what I've got in front of me.
Right, let's go. Come on.
But I've got out ahead of Charles Leclerc.
And the crew there, mate.
I've basically got out where I was. So who stayed out then? Like, who stayed out? Jack Doohan has stayed out. Who else has stayed out? Jack Doohan, Lance Stroll, Gabriel Bortoletto. They've all stayed out. Oh my god. Would you go to a city game if you got free tickets? Do you do open lobbies? I don't really do open lobbies. Like, I used to do open lobbies, but I don't really do it now, to be honest with you. I think the open lobbies idea, it was all right at the beginning, but
Max.
I think it just gets too toxic on F1 now, so I don't really do it. I'm more of a career-type gamer, to be honest with you. Obviously, please smash that like button if you're watching. Please drop me a follow, would really appreciate it. I do respect people that do open lobbies, though. Like, I do respect people that do open lobbies, because obviously it is a fun part of this game where you can get more people involved in the racing and the driving aspect of this game. But I don't really like open lobbies like I used to. And that's if I would go to a city game if I got free tickets. I mean, if the tickets were free and it was against like a big club, then obviously you would never turn down the opportunity. Like tonight they've got Real Madrid. They've got Real Madrid at the Bernabeu tonight?
Okay, clear.
I'm guessing Gabriel Bortoletto's going to box, yeah? Right, Bortoletto's boxed. Kimi Antonelli is out of the session. Another DNF for the Mercedes. I mean, if it's against a big club, then I would never turn down the opportunity to go and watch a game of football. But obviously I'm a Fulham through Manchester United fan, so... I mean, it's always great to go and watch football. Like, I know a lot of fans that go and watch...
right now. He's just posted the quickest lap
I know a lot of fans that go and watch National League football when the international break's on. In like months of September, October and November and stuff like that. Like, you've got National League football, you could go and watch National League North, National League South. I mean, yeah, it's great. Like, I would love to get the National League North, South and the Premier Division actually on FC27, but apparently the reason they've never got it on there is because of the sponsorship problems. So that's the only thing I would say. Like, it's always great to go and watch games of football, but like at the end of the day, like, it's like if you ever got free tickets to attend a game, then yeah, of course you go and watch it. But you've got to really stand by the club you're supporting and stuff like that. So I would obviously, because I'm a Man United fan, would I ever go and watch a City game? Probably not.
Right, the gap to the teammate ahead of us. 7.5 seconds.
I mean, I've got Lewis Hamilton in front of me. I've got Lando Norris in front of me. Like, I am in the quickest car. Like, I am in the quickest car, but, you know, Hamilton seems to be getting a 2.1 gap now, so I really could do with closing that gap up, and I have got Oscar
gap to the car in front.
Piastri and George Russell on my...
2.3
I don't actually play on console. I'm actually a PC gamer now. I used to be on console, but I'm no longer on console, but I do respect people that are still on consoles like Xbox and PlayStation. I used to be on console myself, but I've been on PC over a year and a month now. So this PC was a year old last month. So I've had it since February of 2025, 24. Yeah, this is Canada. Yeah, this is Canada, Luke. Yeah, this is Canada. We started P7. We're now up to P3. It's on 90 AI driver difficulty now because we've upped it from where it was on at the start of this season 1. So we have upped the AI difficulty because I know you guys want a lot more racing and a lot more overtaking going on this game. So I've obviously make it realistic and DNF with the barrier. Yeah, I mean, it would be pretty ironic if me and Norris came together at the end of this race, wouldn't it? It'd be pretty ironic, to be fair. Please smash that like button if you guys are watching. Please give me a follow. Would really, really appreciate it. And thank you guys that are tuning in and giving up your time. How do you play on PC? By using a controller. Because I've got Xbox wireless controllers. I've got Xbox wireless controllers. I wouldn't say Piastri's the most decent McLaren driver. I mean, he binned it in Australia, didn't he? On the lap leading up to the grid. So I think Piastri's not exactly had a great start to the season for McLaren. Obviously, especially at his home race as well, he's going to be pretty gutted that he didn't manage to even manage to start the race after he binned it on the lap leading up to the grid. So it's pretty ironic for Piastri binning it on the opening stages of the Grand Prix, especially with Australia being his home track. It was a pretty embarrassing moment for him. But I think Piastri will pick it up. But I think Piastri will turn things around. And it wouldn't surprise me because, you know, he won the Chinese Grand Prix last season. So I think, you know, obviously the McLaren might not be the quickest car at the moment. Like, it seems to be between Mercedes and Ferrari. You never know with Oscar Piastri. He could turn things... Yeah, I respect that. Look, I respect that. Everybody is a fan of different drivers, which I completely respect. If you're an Oscar Piastri fan, that's absolutely fantastic. That is absolutely fine. Confirm change.
Copy.
I mean, I've got several drivers that I like. I like Sergio Perez, I like Oscar Piastri, Lando Norris, Lewis Hamilton, Charles Leclerc, Arvid Lindblad, Isaac Kadjar, Kimi Antonelli. I'd basically say all those drivers are my favourites. So yeah, like, I like a lot of different drivers on the F1 grid. So if you're a Piastri fan, that is fantastic, including myself.
Not to worry.
Like, it's great. Like, I like the different genres of drivers that each fan likes. I mean, it's great for the sport because it means that, you know, it means for the sport, like, the sport is growing bigger and better for people, and it's getting more fans and supporters involved in the sport than where it was back in the 2008-9. So I think F1 is growing such a bigger fan base now than what it used to, and I think it's only going to get bigger and better from here now. So yeah, like, I completely respect that you're a Piastri fan. I completely respect that. I find it pretty cool because I like Oscar Piastri myself. I like Lando. Obviously, I hope he can pick it up for China.
Ahead,
I think Piastri will turn
seconds.
things around this weekend. I think obviously he's got to, because obviously he hasn't scored any points so far, so obviously Oscar's going to have to do a lot to get that McLaren up to speed at the weekend, and the pressure is basically going to be on him, because obviously scoring no points in the start of the season is not great for the team, but I think Oscar Piastri will turn it around and he will get his season back on track. And obviously he did win last season's Chinese Grand Prix, so he could do it again. You never know. You never know with Oscar Piastri what driver you're going to get, but again, he is a very, very good driver. You will make mistakes. You're not going to be clean every single race, and you will make mistakes in F1. So, you know, at the end of the day, it's not always a bad thing. It's not always a bad thing that you make mistakes, because you learn from them to improve for next time. So I think Oscar Piastri will turn things around this weekend, and I expect a good performance from him in the McLaren. But obviously the McLaren's not the quickest car. Like, Mercedes and Ferrari seem to be very, very quick. So obviously Ferrari have found something with that car that they didn't have last season, and all of a sudden they've now got it now. So obviously, you know, it's very close, I would say. I think F1 is very, very close. And thanks for the follow, by the way. Very much appreciated to the people that are following me on TikTok. I appreciate it. Yeah, the 5-second gap. Yeah, I mean, again, like, the gaps are there for a reason, because Mercedes seems to have...
Keep taking care of them.
Mercedes seems to have a very, very good car this season. Mercedes seems to have a very, very good car. And obviously, whatever they've done with that Mercedes, they have found the missing trick to what they were missing last season. So, obviously, you know, it's good for the sport to see Mercedes be back to where they were, because obviously they used to dominate with Hamilton and Rosberg and Bottas. So it's good for the sport that we've got different teams involved. Obviously, I was very impressed with Bortoletto at the weekend. Obviously, it was very unfortunate for Isaac Hadjar, who had an engine failure. Obviously, he's probably going to have to take a grid penalty this weekend because of the component change, because whatever's blown on his engine will result in a grid penalty. So, yeah, I was gutted for Isaac Hadjar, especially after his qualifying result from Red Bull. But
4.5 seconds.
Like I said with Isaac Hadjar, he's a very, very good driver. He's one of my favourite drivers on the grid. I think he belongs at Red Bull. I think he's the right driver to go with. I think he's got plenty of talent to show that Red Bull team what they've been missing with the likes of Tsunoda and obviously Liam Lawson in the team. So I think, to be honest with you, I think we've probably got quite a wide open World Championship this season. I think we've probably got a wide open World Championship this season. I think I think Hadjar is the driver we needed for points. Yeah, exactly. Isaac Hadjar is a very, very good driver. He showed that in quali. He got P3. He out-qualified Max Verstappen and both the Ferraris and both of the McLarens. Like, he's definitely got it. Like, he's definitely got it. He's got the skill. He's got the determination. He's a fantastic driver, Isaac Hadjar. He's one of my favourites. And do you know what? I would love to meet Isaac in the future. Like, I would love to meet Isaac Hadjar, because obviously Red Bull have not really found that teammate to compete with Verstappen. And I think with Hadjar, they've probably found it now, the missing piece to the Red Bull jigsaw puzzle. So, I mean, he did fantastic in the quali. It's just unfortunate how his race ended. So, that's the only thing I would say. It was very unfortunate how his race did end. So, I felt for Isaac, because he did such a good job through qualifying, and then, unfortunate, his engine blew up. So, you know, like, I felt sorry for the guy. Like, I felt massively sorry for him, because it wasn't his fault that his engine decided to blow on him. So, you know,
we're approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time.
It is what it is. George Russell has boxed. I mean, we are still leading the Drivers' Championship, because we are outscoring Charles Leclerc. Obviously, Lando's probably going to get himself back into contention with this Drivers' Championship now, because obviously he's currently winning the race by nearly 15 bloody seconds, and I've got nearly a 5-second gap to Lewis Hamilton in front of me. But I'm having to do too much defending to Oscar Piastri right now, who's in the second Red Bull. So obviously we did a swap deal. Piastri went to Red Bull, I went to McLaren.
We want to keep them behind,
so swap deals do happen in F1. Swap deals do happen. Like, it's like bloody FC26. Swap deals can happen if you get the right players and offer them the right player in return. So Obviously, I might not be winning every race, but there's a lot more overtaking going on. There's a lot more racing on track, which you guys wanted. So I've listened to what you guys have wanted on the content-wise, and I hope you guys enjoy this a lot more now than what you guys used to. Obviously, I have won a couple of races. I won... Did I win the opening race of the season? I mean, I'm having to use my battery quite a lot to defend from Oscar, but...
Gap to your teammate
I've got to stay ahead of him until lap 20.
5 seconds.
But I'm probably ruining Oscar's race right now in the second Red Bull because I'm basically defending with all my life at the moment. So yeah, it's going very, very well. And obviously I can't wait for the DLC to come out. Hopefully that game will be released pretty quickly. I've got a notification on my phone. Okay, it's nothing major. It's nothing major, Grummy. Please smash that like button if you're watching. Please drop me a follow. Would really appreciate it. And obviously, like, I'm really looking forward to the Grand Prix this weekend because obviously we've got the sprint race on Saturday, which is at 2:25 here in the UK on Saturday morning. We've got the sprint race. Obviously, the qualifying for the sprint race is at starts at 7 o'clock on Friday morning for the sprint race quali. Obviously, you've got the sprint race Saturday, then you've got the main qualifying for Sunday. You've got the qualifying Saturday as well. Yes, we've got a sprint race on Saturday. The qualifying for that, I think, starts on Friday at 7 AM. And then we've got the main qualifying itself. I don't know what time the qualifying is for the Grand Prix itself here in the UK. I don't know what time the qualifying actually is.
Okay, we want you to
but
pit
obviously
this
we've got
lap,
a sprint
so
race
now,
and we've got the main
push.
race. So I think Australia might be a Hajar bogey track. But do you know what? It's funny you say that because I'm actually watching Drive to Survive Season 8. And it's funny you mentioned that. It had exactly the same thing happened to him in his debut season at Racing Bulls. He didn't win. He didn't manage to, you know, finish the race, did he? Because he crashed. Or was it again exactly? Was it the warm-up lap to the grid after the formation? Was it the formation lap that he crashed with Racing Bulls? So you make a valid point. It could be a bogey track for Isaac.
Okay, remember to pit this lap.
Well, there's a yellow flag. Is it another Mercedes DNF? They're going to chuck a red flag out. No, they're not. Yes, they are. No, they're not. Yes, they are. Oh, it's got going again. Fuck's sake. I think we're boxing. Okay.
Okay, don't worry about that target for now. We can work on a new objective later.
Okay, so we're boxing. Same with Singapore for Max.
Okay,
you can't
off we
win
go.
there.
Back
Yeah,
into
I
the
mean,
race.
you know, at the end of the day, like you're always
like a nice
a
stop
few
time.
drivers
We're
are
happy with that
always
one.
going to have bogey tracks that they're not necessarily best performing at. So
look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
look who I've got in front of me, everybody. I've got George Russell in front of me, and Fernando Alonso, and Lance Stroll. I'm guessing we're not stopping anymore. I mean, I am on the fresher hard compound tyre. Yeah, I mean, don't be surprised if we end up colliding with George Russell. I mean, I should have DRS. Have I not got DRS? So that's Fernando Alonso dispatched. problem I've got now, I don't know if I'm now leading the Drivers' Championship. That's the problem I've now got. I've got DRS to George Russell. Fucking hell, I've got a 4-second gap to Stroll here. Oh, look at this. This is a bit ironic. Fuck, I'm not using my battery. I've got DRS. Even though I'm on an Xbox wireless controller, I'm still using the brakes and the steering, so... Right, George Russell, you're starting to piss me off a little bit, mate. You're ruining my race, George. I can't get bloody past him. I can't get past George Russell here.
Okay, Max, we want to make sure we're saving some ERS, so let's try and charge it up now.
Yeah, all good.
Lando's coming in for his stop now.
But I've got a very good exit there.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Can't believe I'm saying this, but Lance Stroll's in P3. Lance Stroll is in P3, everybody. Lance Stroll's absolutely cooking. Lance Stroll is absolutely cooking on gas right now. He's absolutely cooking.
Great stuff. You hit
He's
that
in
target.
P3 for Aston
Really
Martin.
Good job.
Bloody hell. He's absolutely cooking. But to be fair, he's probably got to stop again. He's probably... I've got DRS on him as well. This should be a pretty easy overtake. I mean, I can't believe Lewis Hamilton's a massive 17 seconds in front, but I think Lewis has got to box again. Yeah, he has got a box. He has got to box
Hamilton
again.
is stopping now.
Oh, I nearly got him out of the pits. The fuck? Stroll's on the podium. Yeah, oh yeah, Stroll's on the podium or not. Problem is, Lewis Hamilton is now on fresher tyres, and look at the gap. Please drop me a follow if you're watching. Please smash your like button. Would really appreciate it. I think we're probably going to get P3 here. I think that's the best we're going to hope for. I think P3 we've probably got nailed down. Unless, I think George Russell, I think... So I'm on fresher tyres than George because George has boxed a lot earlier than what I did. So I think we've probably got P3 nailed on. Like, I would love like a DNF from these two in front. I mean, a DNF from Hamilton. Max Verstappen fall off is going to be real. Yeah, I mean, he had a good race. Like, he got driver of the day at the weekend, which I'm not really surprised considering he started P20 and finished P6. But I just don't think, again, they've got the car this season. Like, you can tell the Red Bull and the McLaren cannot seem to compete with that Ferrari or the Mercedes. So I think the fall off, I think you're probably going to be right. I think you're probably going to be right there, because I just don't see Red Bull and McLaren really trying to compete this season. Like, you know, McLaren had a really bad result the weekend, finishing P5, was it? Lando finished P5. Max P6 for Red Bull. They can't blame Horner now. Yeah, exactly. That is very, very true. You make a valid point. They can't blame Horner now. Imagine. I mean, please drop me a follow. Smash that like button. Would really appreciate it. You're absolutely right. Like, they can't blame Christian Horner now, can they? They can't blame Christian Horner now, especially if they have a really shit season. But, you know, you're absolutely right. You make a very good point. P20 to P6 in his car, and for Fortnite is kind of expected. Yeah, you can't blame Horner now. Yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, he got driver of the day, and I wasn't really surprised by that. Like, I'm not surprised he got driver of the day. Starting P20 was obviously a disaster for Max. It was a disaster because obviously he binned it in Q1. So obviously to get back from P20 to P6, you know, it was a very, very good result, because starting in that position, it's always going to be like, what can I do? But again, there was a lot of DNFs that helped him. There was a lot of DNFs which did help him in that race. So he did gain quite a few positions through other drivers' mishaps, I would say. I think Max might move to GT racing for the endurance. Well, I know Max Verstappen's competed in that in May, isn't he? I know Max Verstappen is competing again in that in May,
ahead,
so
please.
you never know with Max Verstappen.
4.1 seconds.
You never know with Max. I've gone really wide there. Like, I've gone really, really wide. I've lost a shitload of time to Oscar as well. Like, I think to be honest with you, I'm still going to say Max Verstappen joins Mercedes at the end of the season. I'm still going to say Max Verstappen leaves Red Bull and pisses off to Mercedes. I'm still going to stand by that, because I know Mercedes still want him. I know Mercedes are still after Max Verstappen. And if he becomes available, Toto Wolff will get him. Toto Wolff will get him. Like, he's got good drivers at Mercedes before, and I think there's no way they're going to turn down Max Verstappen. But the problem is, who do you drop out of Mercedes? Do you drop Antonelli, or do you drop George Russell? I think he just retires. Yeah, I mean, he could do, because I know he's not enjoying the regulations this season. I know he's not liking the regulation changes, so anything can happen. But I would like to see him in Mercedes. But if you guys were in charge of Mercedes, what would you guys do? Would you drop Antonelli, or would you drop George Russell? And please smash that like button if you're enjoying this stream, by the way. And please drop me a follow on TikTok. Would really appreciate it. What would you guys do if you was in charge of Mercedes? I think you will move to sim racing. Like, what would you guys do if you grabbed the balls by the horn and said, if you was Mercedes, what would you do? Would you drop Antonelli, or would you drop George Russell? What would you guys do? Because my decision, it would be to drop George. Like, that would be what I would do. That is what I would do. If it was me, I would drop George Russell. I think Kimi Antonelli's the future, and I think they'll want a driver like Max to help lure Kimi and get him better, and help him more compete in the championship. But obviously, it is a results business, right? Drop George. Kimi is young and has real talent. Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't be dropping Kimi Antonelli. Like, I wouldn't be dropping Antonelli. For me, it would be to drop George. I think he's had his time at Mercedes. He's not really been able to be that consistent driver, even though he won at the weekend. But then again, Mercedes have got the faster car and the engine, so that's the reason why Mercedes won that race. Like, it wasn't down to skill, it was down to the car just being the quickest. Like, I think you drop George Russell so Kimi Antonelli can learn off Max Verstappen. That is what I think is going to happen, in my opinion. That's what I think is going to happen. They'll drop George Russell and then they'll bring in Max to help improve Antonelli. That's what I think is going to happen. In my opinion. In my opinion. But then again, Max could retire from F1. He could retire from F1 and say, do you know what? It's not for me anymore. I'm going to go and do endurance racing. But then again, if Max Verstappen quits, you've then got to find a replacement for Verstappen at Red Bull. And obviously the candidate is Arvid Lindblad. The candidate to replace Verstappen is Arvid Lindblad. And again, look at his race at the weekend. Points on debut. I mean, that guy has got talent. Like, it's like Britain's Got Talent. That guy literally got the golden buzzer. Literally. He's got so much talent, Arvid. Like, he's such a talented driver. And I was so impressed with him. I'm not going to lie. Like, he had such a good race. Like, he was going toe-to-toe with people. Like, he was keeping former world champions behind him. But obviously, in the end, like, the other teams have got the fastest car than the Racing Bull. So I expected overtakes to happen on Arvid. But what he showed so far in that Racing Bull is just like, do you know what? If you put me in a quicker car, look what I could do. Look at what I could do.
The car behind's gaining on you by 0.5 a lap.
So I think, you know, it is a big decision for Max, and it's a big decision for Mercedes, because if Max becomes available, they'll get him signed pretty much very quickly. They'll get Max signed within a couple of days. But I think obviously Max will not want George Russell as his teammate. Like, he would not want George Russell as his teammate, so that would create problems for Toto Wolff and Mercedes, because it's like, I'm not racing here if George is going to be my teammate, because look what's happened before. Like,
no need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 8.9 seconds.
So yeah, like, it's a big decision for Max, because he's got to enjoy what he wants to do, and I don't think he enjoys the regulations. So I think Mercedes will see, right, we need to get Max out of Red Bull, because he's not enjoying it. He doesn't like the regulation changes. He's not in the quicker car. If we put him in the Mercedes, look what he could do. And Mercedes will want to win Drivers' Championships. They'll want to win Constructors' Championships for the next 3-4 seasons. So, you know, it is a big decision. Like, it's a big decision. But I personally would drop George Russell for Max Verstappen. I would keep Kimi Antonelli so Antonelli can learn off Max. And then both of them are, you know, consistent drivers for Mercedes' future. Because obviously, the problem with Mercedes is it could start really well and then it goes tits up. But I don't expect that to happen. Like, they've got the quicker car. They've got the two drivers I expect to be 1-2 in the championship. Because I just can't see Red Bull's drivers getting in there. I mean, I don't really see Ferrari's drivers getting in there unless Ferrari add even more upgrades to the car, so they could go toe-to-toe with Mercedes. Like, I'd like to see Hamilton win an 8th championship. I would like to see Hamilton win an 8th championship and then maybe retire. I mean, it's got huge complications for everything. This Max Verstappen decision has got huge complications for everybody. So that's how I see it, in my opinion. That is how I do see it. Like, it's either Max quits Red Bull and he does another sport. You replace Max Verstappen with Arvid Lindblad for the second Red Bull driver. And then you have really two young guns at Red Bull for the future. Or Mercedes like, right, we need to sign
okay,
Max.
Your lap times are all over the place right now. We've got to have consistency. Come on, we can do better than this.
Yep, we can.
That's what I can see happening. That is basically what I can see happening. Please drop me a follow if you're watching. Smash that like button. Would really appreciate it. Yeah, it's like, I don't get me wrong, like, I'm glad the F1's back on. Like, I'm glad the F1's back. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm glad the F1's back on. But I don't want it to be where it's Mercedes domination race after race, because eventually that will just get really, really boring. Like, I want Ferrari to get into the mix. I would love a four-way fight between the top four, Mercedes, Red Bull, Ferrari and McLaren. Like, I would love to see a top four battle out. That would be pretty epic. But again, I just don't think Ferrari, Red Bull or even McLaren have got the engine or the car this season. But it's only race number one. It's only race number one, so anything can happen. Just like the Ellie Goulding song. Anything can happen.
Okay, gap to the car in front, 12.0 seconds.
We've got 4 laps to go of the Canadian Grand Prix. We'll have the Austrian Grand Prix for you guys straight after this race, which is all 3 practice sessions, quali, and then the main race.
The car behind is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap. Well done.
Yeah, well, that's because I'm using my battery mark, to be fair. And I may not be winning the race, but I'm extending my championship lead to Charles Leclerc, so that is good. So I'm pretty happy, not going to lie. Pretty happy. I bet Oscar Piastri's getting a little bit pissed off with me now because he can't seem to get past me. And now I've brought Charles Leclerc into battle. And then what I do, I then install the battery. Yeah, I've got 3 laps to keep him behind me. And he still ain't got past. I mean, I'm not going to win the race. Like, Lando is 29 seconds in front, which is pretty crazy. Lewis is nearly like 13 seconds, which again is phenomenal. A phenomenal drive from Lewis and a phenomenal drive from Lando. I could do with winning the Austrian Grand Prix. I don't know if there's a sprint. I don't think there is. I don't think there's no sprint race with Austria, thank God. Again, same plan as usual, deploy the battery. It goes above 1 second and then it drops massively. Okay, that hasn't dropped this time. I bet Oscar's getting really pissed right now. The problem is, with me keeping, you know, Piastri and Leclerc this long behind me, watch out for George Russell. I mean, I don't think he's going to close in on this battle for 3rd. Like, I'd be very, very surprised. But I've actually enjoyed this race. It's actually been pretty entertaining. More entertaining than... Yeah. Let's not say it. No. But yeah, Piastri's getting pissed now. Piastri's getting pissed. Piastri's throwing his toys out the pram. Right, again, deploy the battery. Leclerc is right on Piastri's gearbox. Look, they're fighting now. Told you. They're fighting now. Exactly, my plan's been working. I'm going to bring Mclaren Piastri along, and I'm now going to let them fight.
Nice work.
And look at the gap increase. Look at the gap increase. Too busy fighting, boys. Too busy fighting, boys. It's not looking good, bruv. Look at the battle. Look at the battle behind me. Again, just deploy the battery. Fucking drain the shit out of it.
Okay, gap ahead, 15.5 seconds.
No shit, Mark. I didn't realise there was a big, massive gap in front of me. Fuck it, just drain the battery again. P3. That is actually a good result.
Yes, mate, I'll take that. Well done. We're really happy with
that. That is actually a good result. Well I'm actually happy with that.
Yeah, not bad. Good result.
May not have won the race, but Gabriel Bortoletti got driver of the day. Beg your pardon?
Here's the checkered flag. The fans rise to their feet. It's Lando Norris for victory.
Wow, that race really kept us on our toes with the ever-changing weather conditions. It is so unpredictable when you're in the car, with visibility being limited to know exactly what's going on. So the driver
can't believe we've got
really
20 past 3 already. The time's absolutely flying by today. Absolutely flying by.
What a day it's been for Formula One, and what a day it's been for these three drivers. Time for the podium celebrations. Time for our drivers to
But we're still on the podium. I'll take P3.
He holds the
I will
trophy
take a
aloft,
P3.
and why shouldn't he? A richly deserved win today for Lando
May not
Norris.
have won, but that shows how quick this car is. This McLaren is quick. The problem is we need to get 60% recognition to unlock all the other upgrades. This is the problem we've got. Hello, Franz. How you doing, mate? What is your favourite thing about Japan? I'm actually not a big fan of the Japanese Grand Prix. Like, I have several reasons why. Obviously, look what happened to Jules Bianchi. That's why I don't really like the Japanese Grand Prix, because obviously what happened to Jules. So I don't really like the Japanese Grand Prix. I really do not like that race, in my opinion. But I respect people that do like it.
Well, what an end to another fantastic
so,
weekend
classification
of
for
racing.
the Canadian Grand Prix results. Lando Norris P1, Lewis
one.
Hamilton P2, so it's a British 1-2 for Great Britain. P3 Max Verstappen, P4 Charles Leclerc, P5 Oscar Piastri, P6 George Russell, P7 Lance Stroll, P8 Carlos Sainz, P9 Fernando Alonso, P10 Ollie Behrman, P11 Yuki Tsunoda, P12 Pierre Gasly, P13 Franco Colapinto, P14 Esteban Ocon, P15 Gabriel Bortoletti, P16 Nico Hulkenberg, P17 Alex Albon, P18 Liam Lawson, P19 Jack Doohan, and plumb last in P20 Kimi Antonelli, who did not finish the race due to DNF from a mechanical failure. How's my experience gone down 11? Really? I've still got more recognition than Lando, though. I've still got more recognition. So even though I didn't win that race, I still finished P3 and I still got more recognition on the percentage. Please smash that like button if you're watching, guys. Please drop me a follow. Would really appreciate it. Thanks to everybody that is tuning in. You absolute legends on this Wednesday afternoon. Brother, why are you always full kit? Because this is the merchandise I've brought recently. Right, I've got a secret meeting. We've got a secret meeting, but before we do that, I'm just going to... I don't think I've actually got our rivals Lando. Okay. Right, Right, customization, that's fine. R&D. I don't think we've... Oh my god, we actually have got a shitload unlocked. Okay, now this car's going to be quick. This car is going to be so quick. So the only thing I've got left to really add on is the engine cover and the fuel tank positioning. I mean, I don't know who my secret meeting's with, because the McLaren's just got even quicker now. Like, look at the gap to the constructors. There's like a 56-point gap. And the championship is down to a 9-point gap. So this is actually quite a close championship. The only ones that haven't scored points are Jack Doohan, Hulkenberg, Colapinto, Lawson and Bortoletto. So it's actually, I've gone third, first, third, first, third. So I'm achieving... It's alright, Mason. You're not late at all, mate. It's all good, mate. It's all good, buddy. Don't worry. It's all good. But look at the vehicle performance of the McLaren. The McLaren's going to get even quicker, but I've got a secret meeting. Oh my god, it's Ferrari. Oh my god, it's Ferrari. I'm going to continue the talks. Who's my teammate going to be? Fuck it. I'm going to continue talks.
Been scouring the socials and asking around.
Sod it, I'm going to continue the talks.
None the wiser about us chatting with anyone else.
Leclerc and Hamilton still. It's Leclerc and Lewis.
I'm amazing.
Through goes Hamilton.
Oh, please drop me a follow. Please smash that like button for the follow. Astro RLD. Thank you, mate. Absolute legends. Right. I mean, look at the fit. Look at the... I mean, if I go to Ferrari, have you seen how bad the car is? They're literally third in the construct... Well, they're actually joint level with Red Bull on the vehicle performance. Wow. But look at the McLaren. Look at the gap the McLaren's got compared to everything else. I mean, I could be doing a bad thing by going to Ferrari, but I think we want to do every single team, so I want to then do Ferrari and Mercedes and then finish it with Max. We've actually got quite an open champ. Wow, this is actually really exciting now. I can't believe we're in talks with Ferrari. I would love Hamilton as my teammate, don't get me wrong. I hope they do the right thing and drop Leclerc. So my driver rating, the target's 99. The target's 99 for the driver rate. I'm 97, so I'm 2 off. And the recognition starting in current. So my recognition's better, but they want the driver rating up. Well, that will happen anyway. Fucking idiots. I mean, fancy saying that. Oh, your rating's not where it needs to be. Oh my Christ. I've heard it all now. I'm literally scoring podiums every race. What do they expect? I'm leading the fucking championship, the fucking idiots. They're twats, aren't they? I'm literally leading the championship, for fuck's sake. Like, I'm leading the championship, but they're not happy with my driver rating. Like, tell me something I don't actually know. Oh my god, what? Seriously, like, what twats? I'm literally upgrading the car for them as well. I'm making the McLaren a rocket ship. I'm literally Ronnie O'Sullivan with his Q. Like, what do they expect? You can only do so much in an F1 car. Like, I've just got you P3. We've got a McLaren P1, P3 in Canada. And you're not happy with my driver rating. Oh, you're nowhere near. I'll fucking give them nowhere near. I'll give them my fucking fist. I'm doing a Lewis Hamilton career. That is sick. I'm also doing a Lewis Hamilton career, so we're doing a Hamilton career at the same time. What bit of the career are you at with Hamilton? Because I'm approaching the end of season 1. And I need to get a season 2 started of Lewis, to be fair. I need to get season 2 started, to be honest. Right, so that's fine. It's just these two now. Start of season 4. Bloody hell. Have you stayed at Ferrari then? Or have you gone to another team? Like, have you switched up teams, or have you just stayed at Ferrari? $532 resource points. See, experience has gone back up 526. Yeah, so like, have you stayed at Ferrari, or have you switched up teams? Like, have you gone to like Red Bull, Mercedes, McLaren? Like, what teams have you got planned of Hamilton? Are you just doing the big 4, or have you got like Williams included and everybody? Like, what are you trying to? Oh, fucking hell! Look at the qualifying. I went to Red Bull, then Kick, and now I'm at Williams. That's pretty cool.
Through goes Hamilton.
Thank you for the follow in F1. Appreciate that. Welcome. Max in a McLaren race looks so... Well, I didn't want to stay at Red Bull all my life, mate, Nick, to be honest with you. I wanted to move teams. I didn't want to carry Yuki Tsunoda all my life, to be honest. I'm doing a Pierre Gasly career. That's pretty cool. What ambitions have you got with Pierre Gasly? Are you going to try and target the big teams? Or are you going to stay at Alpine and make them one of the best? Like, what's your plans with Pierre Gasly career? Like, what's your plans
High
with
up in the
Gasly?
mountains here at Spielberg, it's time for qualifying.
And that's pretty
on
cool,
what
by
will
the way,
be
because
the
I've done a
fastest
Carlos
lap of the
Sainz career.
season.
I've done a
Stand by for
Hulkenberg one,
qualifying at the Austrian
Antonelli.
Grand Prix.
I've done 2 Lewis Hamilton careers. I've done a Max career. I'm doing a Leclerc. So I've done 7 different driver careers. Yeah, I want him at Mercedes. That would be pretty cool. Oh, it's Austria reverse. Let's go. Oh, it's Austria reverse. Let's go. It's Austria reverse. I fucking love this backwards. Yeah, look at me. I'm in P19. I've got a long race ahead of me, I think. P17, P16, P12. I've just knocked off 4 spots. P12, this ain't looking good, bruv. P11, P12, P12. Oh god, we've got a long race. Shit.
With qualifying complete, all that remains now is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow.
Look at the gap between Lando and George. It's 0.003. So Lando Norris P1, George Russell P2, Piastri P3, Leclerc P4, Alex Albon P5, P6 is Carlos Sainz, P7 is Fernando Alonso, P8 Lewis Hamilton, P9 Lance Stroll, P10 Kimi Antonelli, P11 Yuki Tsunoda, P12 myself with Max Verstappen, P13 Esteban Ocon, Jack Doohan P14, yeah, Gasly P15, Colin Pinto P16, Hulkenberg P17, Ollie Bevan P18, Bortoleto P19 and Liam Lawson and P20. Yeah, we've got a long race. And you want Pierre Gasly at Mercedes, that would be a sick move. If you get Pierre Gasly at Mercedes, my best advice would have have Kimi Antonelli as your teammate. Do you use assists? I've only got the braking and the steering assist on, but I am still using the braking assist and the steering because I'm on Xbox wireless controller. So I'm still using the braking and the steering manually as well. This is on 90 AI driver difficulty, by the way, as you guys can see. It's on 90 AI driver difficulty. Please drop me a follow if you're watching. Please smash that like button. Would really appreciate it. Massive shout out to everybody in the live chat, by the way. You guys are absolute legends. Legends. So yeah, I love the different ideas of driver careers you guys are doing. We've got, yeah, it's not on semi-pro, it's on 90 AI difficulty, which is master. So I like the careers you guys are doing. Mason's doing a Hamilton one, Astro's doing a Pierre Gasly career. Like, I love the different ideas you guys are doing for career. I think Gasly has potential if he had a good car. Yeah, do you know what? I probably would go with that. I would agree with you. I think Gasly, if he had a better car than that shitty Alpine, then I would agree. I would massively agree with you.
Not long to go before our drivers hurtle off the line and into the first turn, the Niki Lauda curve. It was renamed in 2019.
If he had a better car, if he was in the McLaren, a Mercedes, or Ferrari, or Red Bull,
it's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session.
Right, we're starting P12 for this. This is Austria reverse. But if assist is how you enjoy it, if it is assist is how you enjoy it, keep it that way. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that. Massive shout to you in the live chat. Please drop a follow. Smash that like button. Would really appreciate. I really appreciate that comment there. That means the world. Thank you.
Andrea Kimi Antonelli. Sonoda, Verstappen.
I'm starting P12. This is going to be a long fucking race.
Gasly, Colapinto.
This is going to be a long race, especially from P12. This is going to be tight. That's what she said.
And Liam Lawson.
I think we've got Austria at reverse and then Austria, because I've got Austria twice on the calendar.
Today? And alongside me today, former Formula One driver and
look at the air temperature. It's 74 degrees Fahrenheit. Jesus Christ.
Anthony Davidson, hello. Now I'll be generous.
Imagine racing in that in real life. Oh my god, I actually feel sorry for them. Do you know what I would like? I would like a full race suit. I would love a full race suit, mate. I would fucking love that.
But critically, there's more downforce to play with as well now. There was about 4 tons of downforce on the car at 300 kilometers an hour when I drove. You're now looking more.
I would love a full race suit
of downforce. So there's a big difference in performance. But because of that, the car being heavier and bigger.
Right, it's 20 to 4 in the UK already.
You've got to look after
Bloody hell. Time's going really quick today.
More. They were much more nimble, agile machines.
Time is going really, really quick.
Okay, let's have a comms check, please.
I'm going off go-kart after I go hospital. I'm sorry you've got to go hospital.
The boss wants another podium finish this weekend. I know you're more than capable.
Yeah, I'll start the race, Mark, when I want to start it, bud. Well, I hope you enjoy your go-kart, and I hope everything goes okay at the hospital for you as well. Hope everything's all right and stuff. Right, race strategy then. So that's the race strategy. 2 pit stops, 36 laps. That's the car setup is just the standard Parc Fermé. Just realised what I haven't done today. What I needed to do. Just realised something. Give me 2 seconds a minute, everybody. Give me like 2 seconds. Right, what I didn't do, I should have done there, and I haven't done it. Up it. Right, put that on there. That there. Close that down. Right, We can start the race now. Right, we're starting P12 then, so we've got a long race ahead of us. Fucking hell.
You need to give that place back, I'm afraid. That was an illegal overtake.
Where is he? Fuck's sake. Jesus. Talk about this being a tight race. Jesus Christ. Just change the length of the race. Just change the length of the race.
Enabled.
You can change the length of the race and how much, like, you can. So I've got long sessions, one shot quali, quick practice, one shot quali. Holy dive bomb on the Alpine. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that. It was a bit of a dive bomb, I'm not going to lie. It was a bit of a dive bomb, I'm not going to lie to you. That was a pretty big dive bomb. Please drop me a follow if you're watching. Please smash that like button. Would really appreciate it. You need to do it actually on the career itself. So you'd load up the career or change the settings.
Good job, nice overtake.
Right, we're up to P9. Okay, so we have recovered. Because we started, we went all the way down to P17. We're now up to P9, so we're actually having a good race. We've got Austrian normal after this race as well, so we've got Austrian normal. I'm not going to do Austrian normal today though. Jesus Christ.
Gap to your teammate ahead, 8.1 seconds.
Okay, so we're up to P7. Please drop me a follow if you're watching. Smash that like button, we'd really appreciate it. This is the Austrian Grand Prix reverse. This is our Max Verstappen driver career season 2 on F1 25. We're currently in talks to join Ferrari for season 3. If we get there, obviously it depends on when the DLC gets released. So yeah, really looking forward to that, by the way. Can't wait for the DLC to come out. Actually got a really good exit to there for Stroll. You're up next, Stroll.
Yellow flag.
Yellow flag, yellow flag, yellow flag, yellow flag in sector 1. Yellow flag in sector 1, there's a yellow flag. Someone's engine's gone pop. I think is it, who is it? It's Piastri. Piastri's engine's gone. Piastri's engine has gone bang. Oscar Piastri's out of the session. Oscar's out. Just like on Sunday. He lasted 5 laps. Wow. Yeah, I do play on controller. Yeah, I play on controller. It's an Xbox wireless controller. It's connected through the Bluetooth. Do you know how to manage your ERS? Yes. If you press B on the Xbox wireless controller, you've got ERS deploy.
Still looking good.
And also you can use your battery and stuff like that. So overtake, none, and stuff like that. Please drop a follow if you guys are watching.
And
smash that like button, we'd really appreciate it.
2.3 seconds.
Have they still not moved Oscar Piastri yet?
Okay, Max, it's good to get your elbows out, mate, but come on, not like this. Let's keep it clean, please.
Yeah, because I am using a lot of the battery just to keep up with this slot in front of me. So I am having to use this battery quite a lot to keep up with this slot. So I've got like Sainz, Leclerc, Hamilton, and Norris to catch. So that's why I'm using a lot of my battery. So I haven't got I'm not within the DRS zone either, or the DRS range of Sainz. So that's why I'm using a lot. How much is the DLC going to be? I've got absolutely no idea. But if you've got a subscription with EA, you should get it for free. You should get it for free. If you've got like the subscription fee on the EA app, you've got the EA Standard and then the EA Ultimate Edition. I think it's like £10 a month for the Standard, or it's 13, and then it's like 7, and then it's like I think it's like 13, 14 for the Ultimate.
Okay,
it's gonna be like how it's gonna be like how COD how done. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're probably right. So you've got the standard EA app, which you can get, and you can get the Ultimate Edition. So that means I think it's like 13, 14 quid a month subscription. So you should get the DLC for free if you're paying that subscription with EA, I think. Please drop me a follow if you guys are watching. Smash that like button. Would really appreciate it. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream today. But yeah, once the DLC comes out, we're probably going to be scrapping these driver careers. We're probably going to be scrapping them. Because obviously I am going to want to play the DLC. Obviously we're going to be doing a Sergio Perez driver career, which I'm so glad he's back on the grid. We're going to do one with the Cadillac. We're going to be doing Arvid Lindblad driver career of Racing Bulls, and we're going to be doing Isaac Hadjar driver career of Red Bull Racing as well. So we have got 3 different driver careers that I have got planned for this game once the DLC is released, which I'm really buzzing for. I'm literally stuck behind Carlos Sainz here. I'm literally stuck behind Sainz. I literally cannot get past the guy. I'm in the faster car as well. And this is Austria reverse. We've got the Austria normal after this Grand Prix. I'm not doing that race today. I can't get within the DRS range of Sainz either. Sainz is doing very well in that Williams. I am getting closer though. Like, I am getting closer to Sainz. I am closing in on him. And I can see Lewis Hamilton and I can see George Russell. I think that's Russell. Oh, DRS range. Please smash that like button if you're watching. Please drop me a follow. Really appreciate it. Come on, get him here. Yeah, I think you're probably right. I think the DLC is probably going to be between £30 and £40. But if you've got a subscription with EA and you've got the Ultimate Edition of the EA Play Pro, you should get it for free. I think he says, hopefully.
Piastri has the lead now.
Oh, that was a late dive bomb. I've got him. That was a late dive bomb. I've got him. That was a move and a half. That was a move and a half. Bloody hell, that was close.
Nice work. You smashed it. Really good job on hitting that target, mate.
Go and get Leclerc now. This has actually been a good. I love the Austria Grand Prix reverse. This is actually the best track for reverse on this game. This backwards is great for the game. What a fantastic decision by EA to do this race backwards.
The McLaren driver has the lead.
We're on lap 11 already. The laps of... Do you have any assists on? I have the steering assist on and the braking assist, but I am still using it manually on the controller as well. So I'm still manually using it on the controller.
Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 6.7 seconds.
George Russell's gap is 7 seconds, man. That Mercedes is very quick. That Mercedes is so quick. He won in my first race on Season 4. Let's go, Mason. Let's go, mate. Fair play, buddy. Because you've got the option of doing it after you complete Season 1. You've got the option of putting the reverse grid on after you complete Season 1 on career. So you've got the option of putting Zandvoort reverse, Austria reverse, and also Silverstone reverse. So I've decided to put the reverse grid race on, which I really, really enjoy racing on. So I added it into my career. When I drove the assist off, I keep spinning the car, but I can be a nightmare sometimes with them off. Yeah, this is why I have braking and steering assist on, but I'm still using it manually on the controller as well. So I'm still basically both. Lando's out.
Okay, keep an eye on
Lando's
that gap
gone.
ahead, please. 7.7 seconds.
Lando's gone. Lando's out, everybody. Lando Norris is gone. No, he ain't. Yes, he has. Has he?
Okay,
Yes,
be aware,
no,
there's an
maybe.
incident in the next part of the track. No overtaking through the yellow flags.
Oh. Oh, I
Okay,
thought Lando
clear.
was out then. There was the yellow flag as well.
We're approaching the pit window
Yeah,
now,
it was
and
just a
you're gonna be on
Mercedes and
hards
Ferrari
next time.
domination. It was just a Ferrari and Mercedes domination. Please drop me a follow if you guys are watching. Please click that follow button. And please smash that like button as well. Would really appreciate it. I'm really enjoying this stream today. The last few streams recently have been very, very enjoyable. Yeah, it was just a Ferrari-Mercedes domination. That's what I got with the first race of the season. It was just a Mercedes domination. As soon as the Ferraris boxed Russell and Antonelli through, you're like, yeah, they've got this race. They've got this 1 and 2. So that's what I thought about it, to be honest with you. You can brake so much that, yeah, but I have got the braking and steering assist on.
Okay, Max. Right, we've got some clear track in front of us, so let's make best use of it and make the next lap a quick one. You got this.
I find it easier on my career, to be fair. I find it easier for me. Yeah, but I'm still using it manually on the Xbox wireless controller. I'm still using my brakes on the Xbox wireless controller and the steering as well. So I'm still using it on the controller itself. Like, I respect you. I respect what you guys are saying. Like, I do respect what you guys are saying because, you know, and stuff. So, but I just find it's easier for me.
Okay, nice work. Really good job with that target, mate. Push now. We're boxing this lap.
Please drop me a follow if you guys are watching. Smash that like button. Would really appreciate it. I just find it's easier having braking and steering assist on. I just find it's easier for me because I have tried it before without steering and braking assist on, and it was an absolute bloody nightmare. So I respect what you guys are saying. That was about personal view and personal opinion. So I respect what you guys say. It's all about opinion. Driver behind.
Stroll behind. And the time last lap, 1:11.5. They're on old mediums. Okay, they've done 15 laps on those tyres. We think they've got one more stop.
Okay.
Box this lap, please. Box this lap.
If you do not really play in this game, yourself.
Okay, mate, that's it. Go, go, go. That was a fantastic stop.
Again, I
Faster than we
respect
were
what you guys are
expecting.
saying, but I just find it's easier with braking and steering assist on. I just find it a lot easier.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track. Lando's in the pits. Lando in the pits.
Fucking hell! What the hell?
Green flag.
Fuck is Sainz doing, man? Jesus.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
That could have been a nasty accident then. Like, I don't know what he's fucking doing. I'm actually going go-karting in a couple of weeks, to be fair. Please drop me a follow if you guys are watching. Smash that like button, would really appreciate it. Come on. I'm actually on controller. I'm on Xbox wireless controller. Xbox wireless controller. You guys are watching, please smash that like button, please drop me a follow. Welcome to everybody that's new. How do you talk with your engineer? Are you on Xbox? Because you can't do that on the PS5. So basically, open up your tab and say full race update.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go.
I didn't ask for that. So basically just shout it out over the game itself, basically. We're up to P4.
Nice move. Good job. Lando is so far in front, man, it's ridiculous. You? Hello.
I don't understand what you're saying. Like, I don't understand what you're saying.
Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 6.3 seconds.
Please drop me a follow. Please smash that like button. Would really appreciate it if you guys are watching. Come on then. Hello. Hello. I love how my cat's just like casually, I want some attention, but I know you're playing F1.
Leclerc is stopping now.
Right, we're up to P3, but the problem is Charles Leclerc's on fresher tyres, which could be a problem during the end of the race, unless Hamilton's really going to be nice and help me, which I probably don't think he's going to do. Because I don't think the relationship between Hamilton and Verstappen is that great.
9.0 seconds.
We're probably going to have a charging Leclerc coming at us, which we already have. Brilliant. That really helps. As long as George Russell...
The McLaren drivers just moved into first place.
And Lando Norris are fighting. Right, Hamilton's boxed, so now I've got a charging Leclerc coming at me. Brilliant. That's all I bloody wanted.
Okay, Max, we need to save up some ERS, so let's focus on charging it up, please.
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, mate, you made that look easy. Nice work. That's why I love working with you. Smashed it.
Engineer quiet.
Confirmed.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. What did I just stand on? Ah, look at that. The car acts as your co-pilot. Well, I'm still using the car and the steering and braking just manually with the controller as well. I'm just needing concentration because I know Charles Leclerc's on a fresher set of tyres and he's literally charging at me. God, this is going to be a tight end to this race. Please drop a follow if you're watching. Smash that like button, would really appreciate it.
Through goes Hamilton!
He's got to make sure... Oh, he's in the McLaren. Yeah, because I decided to leave Red Bull at the end of Season 1, so I wanted to change for Season 2. So I'm also in talks to join Ferrari for Season 3. And potentially, thank you for the back-to-back follows, by the way, very much appreciated. And we're going to try and do 4 seasons of Max Verstappen. So we did Season 1 with Red Bull, McLaren Season 2, we're doing Season 3 with Ferrari, and then potentially a Season 4 with Mercedes, which I'm really looking forward to. I'm just trying to catch George Russell, who's in P2. It's like 7 seconds in front of him, but I am catching him. I said I was catching him. He's now gone back up to 8 fucking seconds. Fuck's sake. Fucking Lando's literally just gone, isn't he? He's literally just gone in. I ain't going to catch Lando now. Would have been great if I could have got Lando, but again, back-to-back podiums is not something to sneeze at. I mean, it's pretty good results. Do you think you can beat Lando? No, he's 14 seconds in front, mate. He's 14 seconds in front. I mean, I wish, but it ain't gonna happen. And to be fair, I've got a charging Charles Leclerc coming at me as well. Currently P3 in this race. Currently P3. I've got potentials to catch Lando. Where are you in the championship? I'm currently P1, but only by like 9 points. This is on 90 AI driver difficulty as well. So we've already upped the driver difficulty now as well with the AI. Please drop me a follow if you're watching. Smash that like button, would really appreciate it. Welcome to everybody that's tuning in and watching. Thank you guys for giving up your time to watch as well. Very much appreciated. Go back to 7.6. Yeah, I've got a Charles Leclerc within my DRS now. Shit. 7.1, 6.8. I don't even think I'm going to hold on to P3 here. And he's gone back up to 1.2. The gap between me and Charles Leclerc has gone up to 1.2 gap. 8. Probably going to go 6.9. I'm having to use so much battery so I can catch George Russell. Do you think you can win the championship? Yes. In this car, yes. Definitely. I would like to catch George Russell in P2, but I just don't think I'm going to have enough laps left. Plus, I'm having so much battery to defend from Charles at the moment. I don't think I'm going to have enough time to catch him. Then he's probably going to be leading the championship. Got no battery. What do I think of the new regulations? Well, I know a lot of drivers are struggling with the battery recharge. I know there's a lot of slower cars on the grid, I've noticed again this season. It wouldn't surprise me if they have to go back to last season's regulations at some point. It would not surprise me. Because I know a lot of drivers aren't enjoying the new regulations. I know Sainz doesn't like it, Verstappen doesn't like it, so don't be too surprised if they have to go back at some point. That's all I'm going to say. Hey George, how you doing, mate? How you doing, buddy? You don't have to apologise, it's all good. Sometimes it's not always possible to tune in all the time, which I completely respect. Sometimes some of us don't have the time to, so it's all good, mate. It's all good, buddy. I appreciate you tuning in. Yeah, mate, I'm grand, thank you. Yeah, everything's all good here. Everything is all good. Just trying to catch George Russell in P2 with 3 laps to go. And I'm trying to keep a charging Charles Leclerc behind me as well. And I haven't got much battery charge left on the straights. Yeah, I'm out of battery completely. Shit. Oh, you're playing F1 on steering wheel. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Please drop me a follow, guys. Smash that like button. Would really appreciate it. Yeah, we ain't got enough, I don't reckon. I don't think we're catching George. Not with 2 laps. Unless his engine blows up. This, I tell you what, Max, Leclerc's really testing me at the moment. I think I'm just going to run out of laps. I think generally I'm just going to run out of laps to get George Russell here. Unless George Russell's engine blows up. Driver in front.
Okay, Russell's ahead.
That's helpful. Well done, Mark. Driver in front.
That's Russell just ahead. Push for the position. Okay, gap to the car in front. 4.1 seconds. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Their tyres are 18 laps old. Time last lap, 1 minute 10.8. This is great. We're gaining by around 9/10 a lap. Keep it up.
Fucking hell, Mark. Open your ears. Lando Norris has won the Grand Prix. Surprise, surprise. Back-to-back wins for Lando. P3, I'll take it.
Yes, yes, come on, we're on the podium. Good job this week.
We've gone from 17th to 3rd. Surely driver of the day? Thank you. Driver of the day, let's go. I've gone from P17 to P3.
Here's the checker flag, and our winner has Landoed. It's Lando Norris for victory.
And that's 2 wins in a row now.
That is not bad. Considering that's our 90 AI driver difficulty, That
their
is
heads
not
in the
bad.
right space. What more can we see
Pretty impressed with
going
that, if I do say so myself. Really actually enjoying it being on a harder difficulty because there's a lot more of a challenge. And this is exactly what we're going to do for Hajar, Lindblad and Perez once the DLC gets
and a
released.
trip to the podium. He raises the trophy over his head. Lando Norris, head and shoulders above the rest today.
Oh, please smash the like button. Please drop a follow. We'd really appreciate it. Really enjoyed that. Really enjoyed this stream today. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, you would probably about there. There we go. There we go. $1,075 XP for the podium pass. Not too bad, not too shabby. That should get me up to level 9, which it does. So,
and with that, we wrap up another weekend
I'm just going to check the standings quickly.
With more races
okay, Lando Norris is now leading the Drivers' Championship by a point. But we've got a massive 74-point gap to Ferrari in second. So to the race results, Lando Norris P1, George Russell P2, P3 for Max Verstappen, so it's a McLaren 1-3. Charles Leclerc P4, Lewis Hamilton P5, P6 Fernando Alonso, P7 Lance Stroll, P8 Kimi Antonelli, P9 Carlos Sainz, P10 Yuki Tsunoda, P11 Pete Gasly, P12 is Hulkenberg, P13 Gabriel Bortoletto, P14 Alex Albon, P15 Esteban Ocon, P16 Jack Durham, P17 Ollie Behrman, P18 Liam Lawson, Carla Pinto P19 and plumb last in P20 Oscar Piastri of the DNF with a severe mechanical failure. I'm only 1 point off him. Why are you bloody shaking your head back? We're only 1 point off him. My experience has gone down again. And the focus has gone down as well. But looks like we've got a championship on our hands. It looks like that we have got a championship on our hands here. There's a 1 point gap. 1 point. And then again, the challenge is we chase him down. We chase him down.
It seems as if you have a new rival. This is the perfect opportunity to show the world why you belong in this
Let's
sport.
go.
And to show me why you belong amongst
Right,
my very exclusive
we've got
clientele.
Austria up next, so this is Austria normal now. So we've done Austria verse and now Austria normal. So what I'm going to do, Tottenham were rubbish yesterday. Tottenham weren't just rubbish. Tottenham got absolutely freaking annihilated. That was horrific from a Spurs point. That was horrific from Tottenham. That was just like an utter shambles. And you know what? I think they're going to go down. Like, people say, oh, they won't go down. I think they could. What's it like in quali? Right, it's fine in quali. Right. I think if Tottenham get relegated, this is probably going to be the end of them. Newcastle were unlucky yesterday. I honestly do think if Tottenham were to go down, this could be the end of Tottenham. It could be the end. Because the money they would lose by not being in the Prem is going to be huge. Could you imagine them in the Championship playing teams like Lincoln City and Cardiff? Like, that would be a fucking disaster for fucking Tottenham. I honestly think this could be the end of Spurs. Seriously, I think this could be the end. This could be the end of Tottenham altogether. They get relegated, they're fucked. Tottenham get relegated. I don't think people realise how fucked Tottenham are going to be. They're literally going to be fucked. Because half their team's going to have to go. Like, the money they would lose out on is going to be huge. I mean, yeah, Liverpool were No, Liverpool only lost 1-0, so they're still in this last. They're still in the tie. They're still in it. They are still massively, massively in it. They're not out yet, Liverpool. They're not out just yet. They're not out. By a long shot, they're not out. I think PSG should beat Chelsea tonight. What really needs to happen, if we want the extra Champions League spot, these English clubs have got to win. If everybody wants the extra Champions League spot, these English clubs need to get further than what they have. They need to get further on to the tournament. Nice, 5 out of 5 on each. Let's go. We need to get another podium here. So we're literally going 1-3, 1-3. There's literally a pattern going on with our results so far. So we've got Austria normal now. We've had Austria reverse, so this is Austria normal now. So we really need to get on pole here. Right. So this is our results so far. That's vehicle. That's the results. We've gone 3-1, 3-1, 3-3. So we've had 6 podiums. Lando's won the last 2 in a row. I haven't won since Monaco, which is a slight problem. Yes, we really need to win this race. Really need to win this race. I don't think... I mean, we can do that, but I haven't got enough. Maybe on the powertrain I can do. Fuck it, I'll do that. So the cylinder head's unavailable. So the only thing on the chassis we need to do is the fuel tank positioning. I think everything the rest is literally locked. But look at the vehicle performance. The vehicle performance of McLaren is huge. Like, we're meant to be joining Ferrari. If the McLaren's like that, we're going to have a problem in Season 3 because we're making the McLaren such a rocket ship. That's the problem you've got. We're making the McLaren such a rocket ship of a car.
High up in the mountains,
if we go to Ferrari, we're going to have a problem catching this. That's the only issue I've got with this driver career. We've got a major issue
for qualifying
catching
at
this
the Austrian Grand Prix.
If we go to Ferrari, because the McLaren is so quick, we ain't going to catch it. But then again, we want to do 4 different teams with Max. We've only got 10 races left, so we're going to have to do a lot of F1 streams if we want to get Season 3 started. P5.
No, it's not valid.
Yeah, P5. That's better than P11. That's better than P11. So we have improved on the quali.
Well, that wraps up qualifying,
so
but
qualifying
don't worry,
results.
we'll be back tomorrow.
Championship leader Lando Norris is P1, George Russell P2, Charles Leclerc P3, Kimi Antonelli P4, McLaren, Max Verstappen P5, Pierre Gasly P6, Alex Albon P7, Lewis Hamilton P8, Carlos Sainz P9, P10 is Fernando Alonso, P11 Ollie Behrman, P12 Gary Bortoletto, P13 Lance Stroll, P14 for Yuki Tsunoda, P15 for Oscar Piastri, P16 for Nico Hülkenberg, P17 for Franco, P18 for Liam Lawson, P19 for Esteban Ocon, and plumb last in P20, again, the usual suspect, Jack Doohan. So again, like, we're doing all right. That, I mean, we had P1, but I don't know what happened on that lap then. P5 is better than, you know, P11. Right. I'm just going to check if we can do any more upgrades. The one we need to do is the fuel tank positioning. That goes up hugely, so that will rely on the next Silverstone. Cylinder heads unavailable. Power unavailable. Fuel injection unavailable. We need 60% recognition. We haven't got it. So, that is where I am going to leave you guys for today. That's where I'm going to leave the stream at, which has been absolutely electric again. Back-to-back fantastic streams, guys, that we're having at the moment. Really appreciate all of your guys' support in this week or so. It's been great. Breaking points back. Unlock a world of thrill. Ferrari winning at home. F1 the movie scenario is now on sale. Albon Masterclass is available to do. Go to the Play Hub. You can go to the store. Again, I don't know what you can actually get on this store for the coins you've got. I mean, that helmet we've already got. I mean, you can check helmets. I mean, I don't really think there is a lot of helmets that I actually like, to be fair, on this store. Yeah, the helmets are pretty shit, to be honest with you. I mean, we have got the podium pass. We have got the podium pass now. So, again, there's not really... If we purchase this tier, how much is it going to cost? Yeah, we haven't even got enough. So we're going to have to basically do... This is the VIP podium pass. So, what's these B-Techs come back on the screen? There we go. Wait. Right, that is where I'm going to leave it for today. Thank you to every single one of you that has tuned in. Thank you for the 3 diamonds. Thank you for the 1,100 likes. Thank you also to the people that have tuned in and watched. And thank you for the 2 roses and the heart me. And thank you to the new followers that have joined this community today. Great to have you brand new people on board on this TikTok community. The next bit of live content will be back again once tomorrow. We'll be live with our FC26 Manchester United Career Mode. Season 4 starts tomorrow. The Season 4 rebuild begins. Players in, players out. Episode 32 of our Career Mode. So make sure you tune into that about 1:45, 2 o'clock tomorrow. And yeah, we'll begin Season 4. So really looking forward to that. Thank you for this last week also. You guys have been fantastic. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your week. Have a great Wednesday evening. Stay safe. Be nice. Be kind to each other. You're all legends. You're all legendary. See you all on the next one.